Okay, once again, guys, welcome to our weekly analysis. This is week 10. We are on week 10 right now. Today, begin the week 10. And we know that somehow we do analysis to know what to expect in the market this week, this trading week. So what I'm looking at today is Gbpusd, AUUSD, okay, AUD-USD, right? So, and EU USD as well. These are the pairs we're looking at today. So I want you to pay attention to what is going on in the market. And with this analysis that I'm doing, I'm only going to do it for free for a couple of weeks. Because you can see I'm even gradually trying to stop it because this is the most important aspect of trading. This one I'm about to do, this analysis. If you know what to expect in the market, it's easy for you to trade it. So it could be later on become a paid service, and it will be reserved for only few people on a monthly basis that will be getting access to this weekly expectation of trade, weekly analysis of trade that will be expected. So it's going to be a special, it's going to be reserved for special group of people. It's not going to be thrown out there, because you will hardly find things like this on YouTube. Why? Because this is the secret. This is one of the secret, actually. It's not just the secret, it's one of them. And people would not like to expose their secrets. Of course, we know that there are a few other people that do analysis, but they will not be as detailed as we do it. So I'm also very careful not to be as detailed as it should be. But because it's a free content, we have to try and get people to see possible directions. So yeah, that can happen. You might say, why are you doing that? Well, you know that people don't accept, they don't value free things. When you offer free things to people, they don't value it. They don't treat it as though it's valuable. So when you attach a value to something, people will attach that same value to it. It becomes valuable to them. So that's the way it should be. These are information that I personally have gotten through, not for free, but through several mentorship and courses that I've taken. So it's something that I'm sharing out there, not because I found it on YouTube. No, it's because I got it from my trainings, mentorship, and courses that I've taken. I personally pay for. So those are the things that make the difference. So I think the reason I'm sharing these thoughts, this to help some of you who are very, very serious about trading, to take advantage of this trading strategy or kind of technical analysis skill that you will need. So as day traders, we normally look at the 4-hour time frame. So now I'm starting with GBPUSD, so which is the first one and the winner of the pool of the quiz that we had earlier on in our Telegram group. So that's over 63%. So GBPUSD actually is still topping. You see, that's why I love the pair. So over 63% of people on our Telegram group are interested in GBPUSD. So that's fine. We're going to take that. And the next one is EURO USD, that means Euro USD, then Aussie dollars, Aussie US dollars. So those are the three pairs that we're looking at today. So I want to pay attention to this. Now, when you are doing your weekly analysis, all right, you need to look at what is current, what is the market doing, and what you should expect in the market. That's what you're looking at. What are the things you're expecting to happen in this week that you're on? This is the 10th week. What is market going to do from now on? That's what you're looking at. You want to look at what the market is going to do from now on. Okay, so that's what you pay attention to. You don't have to go to all of these past histories. You don't have to come here to say, oh, this is what price is. You don't need all of that. You want to focus on where price is revolving at the moment, which is this zone right here. This is the zone of price right now. So you can look at where price is at currently. So what do we expect to happen on GBPUSD? Well, as we can see, price has broken the previous low. We see price has broken the previous low here. So price are taking out the previous low. All right. So that shows us that possibly we saw what happened. Price came to test it. Price broke below the previous low and came back and retested that previous low. This is 4-hour time frame, and retested that previous low. What happened? And it dropped. So where is price going? So now we have the current low. This is the current low right now. This is the current low of the previous week. So price may eventually move up. So we're going to see a certain kind of correction that will take place. We're going to see a certain kind of correction that will take place before another drop. So possibly a correction to this line. We might find a trend line there and then another drop. So we're expecting that GBPUSD may drop. That's the first thing you want to look at. Why? Because GBPUSD just broke the previous low. It just broke the previous low. All right. Now, before we go on to that, let's look at, first of all, the things you want to look at. Let's look at just a minute. Let's look at only participate, blah, 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 all that. Just a minute. I'm trying to get to share my screen so that you will see what I want you to see. Okay, now I'm going to go to Forest Factory. Let's look at the news for the week. So you have to look at the news for the week. Forest Factory. Let's see what happens in the market. Now, we are looking at Forest Factory right here. So we're looking at the news that's going to happen this coming week. Okay, so let's look at calendar. We'll look at the calendar. And this is Sunday. Today, this is this week. So on Monday, there's no major news on Monday. All right. But we have Aussie dollar news, monetary policy. So you guys should watch out for that. So there's a major news on those who trade in Aussie dollars. We're going to look at that. There's a major news expected on Aussie dollars. But that would be in the morning, Tuesday, early in the morning. So probably you'll be asleep. So that may not affect you. Okay, so probably the movement, when we are doing the analysis on Aussie dollars, we'll be able to know. But this is a very high impact news, which is monetary policy, which is we all know that that is a high impact news. Okay, so we're looking at that. That will happen on Aussie dollars. And then till we have another one again. We have the USD PPI, which is another high impact news. So that will happen on the same Tuesday, but that will be by maybe around 1:30 p.m. depending on your time, 12:30, 1:30 p.m. That's when you get that. Then alongside there's called IPP, which is the same thing. So the major impact news there on USDs is going to happen. So you want to pay attention to that as well. Then on Wednesday, there's another impact news coming in on Canada currency. All right, ICP, CPI is coming up. Then the same time we have USD. So I want you to pay attention to this. On Wednesday, the market is going to be intensively flooded with news. We have the FMC economic policy or funds. So it's going to be huge on Wednesday. Okay, it's going to be huge. So USD pairs, Canada pairs, I want you to pay attention to those pairs on Wednesday, because you need to be careful and see how that trade either work for your favor or against you. But the USD one will happen in the morning, which is that. Then there are another one that will happen in the afternoon. Another one will happen, okay, in the evening, sorry. That's 6 p.m. So one of them will happen 6 p.m. in the evening. So that might also cause another major impact on the currency pairs, USD. So pay attention to that. Then on Thursday, we have also, again, employment change taking place, So Aussie dollars has an employment change. So I think the week is packed with news. This week 10 is packed with news. So mind the way you're going to be trading. GDP USD on Thursday has a monetary policy news and is a high impact news. The official bank rate is going to be released. So pay attention to that. That will be 12 p.m. as well. All of this information will help you to prepare for the trading week. So when you are on a trade, you want to be able to see whether you want to stay on the trade or you want to get out of the trade until the news is released. So normally I'll advise you, if you don't know what you're doing, get out of the market and let the news released take place before you can find opportunity to hop into the market. But most of the time when the news is released, either there will be a kind of a push up or a push down, whichever direction price is. And then price will now start redirecting again to the necessary direction that is supposed to go for that particular period of time, depending on how the news or the fundamental news impacts. Okay, so pay attention to that. So let's go back to the chart. I just thought I should bring your mind to that. So on Monday like this, you're going to look at all of this. Expect this. Check your calendar. Expect when price news is going to be released. So you decide whether you want to stay in the market or get out of the market. So you can read more about this on the factory, Forex Factory. What is going to happen, why it affects the currency. Okay, everything is written there. Why traders care. It is a needy indicator of consumer inflation. When producer charge more for goods and services, the higher costs are usually passed on to the consumer. So what does that mean? It means that this particular currency, this particular news will only affect either a rise in currency price or a fall in currency price in currency. So USD, for instance, we either have a rise, an increase, or a fall. So you are going to expect either of them. Okay. Yeah, that's how you look at that. But yeah, now we're looking at GDP USD. So GDP USD is going to be affected by news this week. I already showed you that. But on a general look of things, the GU just broke the previous low, like I said, and then it retested the previous low. Again, you can see that. And that's a very sharp psychological level, which has been tested again. It was a major psychological level, a major key area, and it was broken and retested. You see, major retest and drop. So I believe some of you traded this. You got the signal for this trade. I'm not sure if you got it, but some of us traded this trade the other day. So we had this sell and drop and then consolidation and drop again. So we will expect another consolidation before another push down. There could be another push down. So price may still drop. So let's look at the 1 hour time frame. All right, we're looking at GU now. We're still seeing more of sales. More of sales is going to happen on GU. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that there's a prevailing trend line that we have to pay attention to. And then that trend line was tested already and pushed down. So we should expect another correction on that GU. We are expecting another correction. Price may still go up, test this trend line and drop. So we are expecting something like this to happen on GU. So pay attention to it. Possibly pay attention to it. Yeah. Why? What we're looking at is there's a push up, a drop, push up, a drop, another push up that will happen to another drop before we might eventually find correction before coming back to test this level again, probably breakthrough or drop. So we're expecting that to happen. So we're expecting price on GU. This is the analysis, guys, on GU. We see price already creating lower high and higher low, lower low. It's creating lower high and lower low, lower high and lower low already. So that's what we're seeing that price is doing. So price has dropped, push up, drop, push up again, drop, and then another push up, drop, then consolidated, and then to this level, massive consolidation there, and then drop. So one would have thought that price was going to reverse at this level. I believe you guys saw the buy that happened on this GU. So one would have thought that price was changing direction, but because of this key zone, price couldn't break above it. So it dropped. All right. And then push up again. Now what is forming? This is a lower high and a lower low form. Created first lower high, come down to create a lower low, and push up to create a new lower high, push down and now creating a new lower low. We expect another lower high up here. And on this lower high, that's where you're going to get your entry to trade it down to another lower low. So get ready for that, guys. All right. We're expecting that to happen on GU. So that's for GU. And also be mindful of the news. Be mindful of the news. Okay. So let's look at any question on that. Just leave it on the chat. Leave it on the chat if you have any question. If you have any comment, leave it on the chat, please, and then we'll look at it. So that's what I see right now, because this is a major zone for GU to play around for the next couple of weeks, even to the end of the month. We're looking at this zone. All right. GU might play around this zone for now due to the Ukrainian and the Russian issue. So we're looking at this whole zone that GU might play around with. If you go back to the 4-hour time frame, you discover that price once, you see exactly what I was trying to let you know. Price has once, let me try and shrink it properly. Price has once came back to that level, you see? So there's a eventual process that price may come back here. Look at it. Look at the zone. You see that? So this is a place zone right now for GU. It's going to be a place zone for GU. Watch out for it, because that's why it took it a while for it to break below that zone. Immediately break below that zone, price is not going to play around this week. This coming week, we're going to find price playing around here. So if price probably come and test this low, then it's going to be, that's when we're going to be expecting a reversal. But at the moment, we are expecting more drop on GU. I think that is enough. If you have any question or any comment, please let us know. You may be asking, how did you know that price was going to get to that level? Well, that's what we understand by price structure. You need to understand price structure. You need to understand price actions, market structures. It's very important. There are sometimes price will lead to want to come back to test the previous lows, and the previous lows, depending on what price is doing. Okay, you have to pay attention to all of that. So yeah, that's for GU. Okay. Now let's go to, like I said, if you have any question on that, leave it on the comment section. Let's go to AU, Australia dollars, AU USD. All right. Now this is AU USD on 4-hour time frame. What are we looking at? Now on AUUSD, we can see that there are the kind of a movement of price to the upside already, because price came down and pushed up, came to test the previous low and broke the previous low. Actually, it came to test the previous low. This was a previous low here. Let me show you so you see it. This was a previous low before all of this movement. All right, and then broke structure. As it broke structure, came back down, retested it again before he dropped. All right, now we expect that price was supposed to pull back up and drop, but no. So price came back down and then started pushing up all of a sudden, and then got to this same place and tested the same zone. And I'm going to show you why that is very important now. So let me make it clear for you so you understand it. Okay. Now, the reason I have to shrink it that fast so that you understand where price is coming from. Okay. This was what happened this week, this whole this previous week that just passed. These are the things that happened. All right. So from here, now I want to show you why this price came back down to break this level. Just like I explained on GU just now, price will normally try to locate itself by retesting the previous low before pushing up. It had to retest. That's why it's called key levels. And where is that key level? 7,000 on the psychological level. 7,000 on a psychological, that's a key zone. All right. And price came down there. Price, first of all, was there before, and then came down and retested that zone and pushed all the way up. So imagine you were trading on that key zone. If you were expecting price to push down there and retest, you would have gotten your buy trade from here, and all of this money would have been yours if you were trading AU. All right. But obviously, you are getting to understand it now. All right. So this was a very important key zone here. So price came to test it again, push up and came back down, test it, and now he's doing the same thing to push up. So what has happened? At the moment, price at this moment was trying to make a U-turn to the upside. So what we should be expecting right now is not that price is going to come back down again to test this level. It's going to take time for that to happen. He's already done it on AU. Price has already come to test this level and rebounds. So it's pushing up. So what are we expecting more on AU? Well, it's already on the upside because we might look at price pushing up more to the upside. But let's see in more detail. We know that we are expecting news on AU this week as well. So at the moment, let's focus on this low. Let's see what happens if price should come to this low. This is the previous low now. Okay, so that's a key level. All right, and then we see another key level. So what we see here is an uptrend move of price. We see an uptrend move of price. Okay, so we have a channel right there of trend line. Okay, so we have a channel of trend line. So we see price push up and come back to test that trend line, push up again, the second time, the third time, push up again. So if you were trading this, you would have just been raking it up to the upside looking at it from the 4-hour time frame, right? So it pushed back down, push up. Now there's a key level here I want you to see, which is 73,000. That's a key level. And my student understand what that means. Those of you now study in our student classes, you understand what that means. So price right now is at a key level right now. It's a psychological level right now. So it's there right now. So the question will be, is price going to drop, break below that psychological level and start pushing down? Then if it is, what I should be expecting is that price is coming to test this previous low. Not this one. No, this one. So I will be expecting price to come break that level, that key level, and then drop. So I will be expecting to take price down when it break that key level, and then expect to buy from here to the upside. Or if it break this another key level, which is also a very important psychological level, then we might take it down to test this. But at the moment, this will happen within the week. We're talking about within the week, possibly what will happen within the week. Price may break this key level, which is where it's at right now. Price is at the key level right now. It's there right now. So will it break it, or will it start pushing up, rejecting from there? And then we should now focus on this area in a smaller time frame. But right now, on a higher time frame, which is 4-hour time frame, we can see that price is still maintaining a trend. So there's a trend line. It's still maintaining that trend. Okay, price is still maintaining that trend. We're expecting that to happen. So two things. There's a key level there. If it breaks it, then we have a trend line. It should break it. We don't know. We have another trend line to know that price is going to break that. So what will happen is, if price break this trend line, I will go to a lower time frame to look at what price is doing and sell this move. You see, this is a little sell for me. I can sell this move to the downside, to this trend line, and then take a profit. All right. Now I'm going to show you why that is very important. Okay. That I'm talking about AU now. For those of you trading AU, pay attention to this. I don't trade AU, but I can tell you what's going to happen. So price here, pushing up, drop. All right. What happened? So price has created a higher high. This is a higher high right here. All right. This is a higher high. What do we expect? This is a higher low. Price is pushing up now. Now we expect this one to break this one, right? So it didn't. So what happened? Price starts changing direction by creating a lower high. So what we expect now is price to create a lower low here, push up and come and test this line, if possibly is going to create a reversal. So we can sell from there, or we see price creating a mini lower low here at this level, we can sell from there. So possibly for this week, starting from Monday, Tuesday, there's a sell that possibly might happen here, or a buy to the upside, which is that pullback, because we're looking at now price creating. If you can see what I just done structure wise, this is a push up. All right. And then possibly this is supposed to be a retracement area. Okay. But at the moment, if there was a retracement, which is here, we're supposed to get a new higher high, right? Breaking market structure give us a new higher high, but it didn't do it. That's what I'm trying to show you. It didn't do it. So this is supposed to be a retracement down here. This is supposed to be all of this, supposed to be a retracement. All right. And then start pushing up again to give us a breaking market structure, continuing the uptrend. But at the moment, it failed. It did a retracement, and then it pushed up, it refused to go up. Now create a lower low, a lower high at that level. So now that means price is going to create, the next thing is what I expect is a lower low. And then he will now push up again to create a new high, a lower high before dropping again. So that may happen. That's why you have to focus on what price is going to do at this level. This is AU for you. And let's go to the smaller time frame so that I'll show you exactly what I was trying to explain in 1 hour time frame. Now, in a 1 hour time frame, you can see again, it's so clear. We see that price has tested this trend line, and this is a channel of a trend. So you're looking at this now, so, okay, what's going on here? If price break this psychology, this, like I said, this price is at the key level right now. Look at that. It's at that key level. This is a key zone. Okay. That's it. Price is at that key zone right now. That's a key zone right there. So if he breaks it, which he did before, broke it and pushed back up, came back down, retested, pushed back up and came back down again, retesting it the third time. That's the third time that is retesting that key zone. Now, if we break below, there's a possible sell because of this market structure that we're seeing here. All right. But if we push above, then the next thing we're going to expect is that it's going to create a higher high that will break this high. So we have another key zone here. So now you have a trading zone for yourself. You're looking at if price break down here, I'm going to sell. If price push up and rebounds, that means reject on this trend line and give me a sign to buy, I'm going to take it up to that key zone. And my first take profit will be here. I'll take my first take profit and second take profit up there. That's it. That's what you should expect on AUD, USD this week. So price is going to beat around this zone. So price at the moment, you're going to be looking at price trading around this zone, either a buy or a sell happening around this zone all the time throughout the week. Okay. But this is how you will see it. This is how to position yourself to say, okay, fine. I'm going to look at what price is going to give me depending on your entry. I don't teach you here. I don't talk about how you enter a trade. So that's a different thing entirely. This is not about teaching you how to enter a trade, how to position yourself in a trade. When we talk about entering a trade, our students know what to do here. They know what to do. They know what to expect. They know what to do here. 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 They know what to do when price happen here. They know exactly what to do. They know how to take advantage of all of these trades. So that's not what we're talking about here. But I want you to pay attention to this. If you were to trade from here, let's say price break this one and give you opportunity to trade, you're getting about 50 pips there, 45 pips, sorry. From here to here, 45 pips as a day trader. That's a good stuff. And then that can help you to trade within that small space, get some money out of it. And then if price, you can hold, make this one your first take profit, this zone, this trend line. And if price break up below it, let's say it's coming back to test this zone. If price break below this one, that's a first take profit. Price break below it, then you go this as a second take profit. And then by then you would have had about close to about what? Maybe about 100 pips on that move, or 50 pips or 60 pips, depending on what price gives you. So again, expecting this kind of thing to happen on AUUSD. Okay. That's what you should expect. If you have any question on that, like I said, leave it on the comment section below. All right. Leave it on the comment section below, or put your question out. Raise your hand at the end of the day, you ask your questions. I will take all questions immediately I'm done with this. All right, let's go to AURUSD. I mean, sorry, Euro USD. That means EUUSD now. So this is EUUSD. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. Right, what do we expect to happen? What has happened before? Okay, wonderful. This was the previous low. Okay. So we found out that the previous low was there. And where was that? At a key level. Okay, previous low at a key level there. So we find that price broke it and came back to retest that key level. There. There. Okay, so that tells us that this key level rejected price going up for now. So it rejected price going up for now. So what does that mean? It's going to create a new low. So at the moment, this is the low we see. Why? Because it was a retest, a drop, a retest. So came to retest that zone and then drop again on the 4-hour time frame. So imagine you position yourself on this trade. You'll be able to take it down as it is going to break this low, because it's going to break this previous low. And then give us another market structure. So at this moment, we're looking at another key zone right here. And that's another key zone. All right. So price is within that zone right now. So what are you going to wait for? Well, you wait for price to drop and see what price will do at this level. So you're waiting for price to come here and give you a pattern or something. Probably price may break below it, but it will take time. It's not going to just break below it instantly. So you need to see what price action giving you. And then your entry, all your entry rules are met. Then you can take it to the upside. All right. Or if price break below it, then you take it to the downside. But the next thing is you're going to target another key level that price may eventually make a U-turn. So where would that key level be? This is Europe USD. All right. Sorry. This is messing up there. This is Europe USD. Let's say we have previously price has previously come there before. Yeah. Okay. So we saw, okay, you see, price had just came back there before. This was where price was before at this zone, and it came back to test it. All right. Look at that. Price came back to test that zone. Right there. Look at it right there. So, yeah. So another key zone that you're going to be looking at that price may come to is there. This key zone. Because that's a previous low that has happened before. So price will always want to go back there to test, and see what's going on. So possibly you have these areas to look out for trades. Listen, this thing I'm teaching you guys, if you understand it, you won't have problem with analysis. Now, the only thing is you don't know which direction price is going to go. All right. So that's why you go to a lower time frame, like 1 hour, to look at the behavior of the market. Okay. Now we saw price came down here. All right. Dropped massively. And then there were structures here. Structures. And then broke structure. And then push all the way up on this. So this actually was the move that broke the structure for a reversal, but not for a long one. So the reversal took place. We have a new higher high created, and then price pushed back down, and then created a low, a higher low, and then pushed back up. Instead of creating another new higher high, it created a double top. Created a double top and dropped. So in my student understand what that means. So that is a pattern that one would have traded and dropped, take it down to this level. But right now we find that price dropped, all right, consolidated for a while, retested that zone, there's a key zone there, and then dropped again. So what we expect is that this is a key area. Now, let me show you what I mean by a key area. You see this zone here is a key area. Okay, price is just right at the corner there. That's near 1.0900. Okay, that's a key zone. This is another key zone where price is at 1.0800 is a key zone. Okay, so right now price is playing around the key zone right here. This is a key zone. So you say, but what about this one? Yeah, it has another major key zone. I just told you, that's another major key zone. So you can tell that between this place and this place could possibly be 100 pips right here. That's 100 pips between here and here. So the question is, am I going to catch it? Will he allow me to catch it? This is 1 hour time frame. So price is currently here. Will he going to bounce off? If he bounces off, where is it going? There's another key level there, which is 1.10,000, right? Is another key level. So between here and here, again, is another 100 pips. So the question is, will price take me there? I'll position myself. So I'm looking at it again. Okay, where will price, if price break this, where will it go to? It's going to come over here. Why? Because this is another key level right here. So price will come to that zone. Give me another 100 pips. So you see that the possibility of price coming up, breaking this down, coming down here, breaking this, retesting this zone, pushing up, breaking it, kind of break up again to move up is possible within this week. So what am I trying to show you? This is your trading zone for the week. And you're going to expect key levels to be respected. For those of you trading EU, expect key levels. So you have to go back and sit down and note your key levels and understand that where price is going in. So possibly there are going to be more sell. What I mean by that is price is going to push up, retrace, because this is a major drop, retrace. Then there is a trend line here already. You can see that. If you can't see it, go and learn how to draw your trend line. There's a trend already there. I'm expecting price to break that trend line or reject, bounce off. So if it bounces off and give me a weak rejection, whatever pattern of price gives me, I'm going to trade it down to this key level. That's what I'm expecting to do. So I'll take my profit here. If price give me a pattern here and pull back again, and then what am I expecting to do? Trade again on the trend line and see if it breaks, if it rejects, and then it might come back to here. I'm expecting that to happen. So again, I'm not the market. I'm just telling you what can possibly happen. So the reality is a probability that you're looking at this trade on with this eye set, knowing what market is doing, understanding market structure, and knowing exactly when a trade is going to be in your trading zone, letting price come to you. You know, you create a zone where a price will come to and then give you your entry patterns and confluences met, then you shoot. That's the way to do it. But so at this moment, when price is coming down here, what am I going to do? I'm going to look for a trading pattern. When price is hitting here, I'll go to my lower time frame, 15-minute time frame, whatever you trade from, then go there and look at what price is doing at that moment in that area. So I'm going to be expecting price to come down here and then probably pull back a bit and drop. So this is 15-minute time frame. There is a trend line there, which I already showed you before. And then I'm expecting price to like do what? Maybe consolidate, give me a flat pattern here, possibly. All right. So maybe a break to the downside again, probably. I'm not sure. It could happen. So I'm expectant. All right. I'm expectant. So that's it. That's what you should expect. So I'm expecting a sell, a more to the downside, but wait for it. Wait for a correction, possible correction to the upside a bit, and then it drop. So I'm expecting a possible correction to the upside and then a drop. All right. To give us that structure, possible correction and a drop. Probably do another possible correction and a drop. It could happen. This could happen. It could. But I'm going to be guiding it with my trend to know exactly if I'm on the right side of the market. So if at all is going to be respecting that trend line that I have there, then I know that price is still going to be dropping. So I will just be positioning myself on the sell. That's why I know that we're going to be a more sell on EU. For those of you trading EU, expect a more sell. All right. Okay. I haven't said that. I think, yeah. That is it. And if you have any doubt, any question about this, that EU is a sell, again, let me recap. EU is a more sell. All right. Then AU, like I said before, AU possibly a more buy because you have a trading zone. Price may push up here, test that zone, break it, and push up again, test that zone. So it's possible there could be a more buy on AU. All right. Pay attention to that for those of you, because there are what do you call it? There are key zones, many hurdles for price to break to the downside. It has to break this key level. It has to break this trend line. It has to break the second trend line. You know, it has to, but for all of that, that's the major work for it. So it rather push up as it is already moving up. Okay, it's already moving up. So it could create another higher high again. If this structure stands, that means if it come here, retest, push up, break this structure, and then created a new high, and then can break that up. So that can happen. So possible more buys on AUUSD. Pay attention to that. Then GDP USD, more sales. more sales on GDP USD is going to happen. Pay attention to that as well. So this is our trading zone on GDP USD. GBP USD next week. So we expect price to still drop because there's a key area there. This is the lowest low. Price may come down to break this low and then retest that low and push up. So we're expecting possibly a drop and a correction at the moment. This is 4-hour time frame. If you go to the 15 minutes time frame, you might see that there's more room to the downside compared to what it is right now. So there's a trend line there. Price may possibly consolidate, push up a bit and drop like that. So you're going to position yourself to trade it to the downside. So there's going to be a more sell on GDP USD. Right. So that's it, guys. Any question? We're done with the analysis. We're done. If you have a question, you can raise your hand or you leave your question in the comment section. Any question? Okay. If there are no questions, guys, I think that is it. That's what we expect to see in the market. That's what we expect to see in the market. Now, for those of you who would like to have this kind of analysis done every week and you want to be part of it, I'm gonna be creating a VIP group for this. So in the long run, you can join and be a part of it for a little fee every month, whereby you'll be able to get me to analyze the trade on any pairs that you like. We're going to be going into other pairs like gold. We're going to be looking at gold, looking at some Bitcoins, cryptocurrencies. We're looking at some of them. We're going to be looking at them, doing some analysis on them later. And then I'll be able to give you an idea of what to expect in the market. I may not be trading it, but I can tell you with my knowledge of market structures and trading ideas and analysis, I'll be able to let you know what to expect. And with time, you will see. You see. Now, that's why I'm doing this now for free. So you look at what is going on, what I'm telling you now, and expect it to happen in more likely ways. So I'm going to come back to do a review on this after this week, and I will let you know that, okay, this is where price was, this is where we said price will be, and all of that. So you will see. So those are the things we're looking at for. Possibly you'll be able to cash every trade that happens on this. All right, guys, that's it for the week. And I thank you all for joining, and hopefully, okay, does anyone have a question? Okay, no question. Thank you, Clinton, for applause. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So have a beautiful trading week ahead. Bye for now, guys.